Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I have spent the last 2 weeks ago, no, a week ago, I found a chicken meatloaf. It was really good. I had made it. I had marked it as a very good recipe. I didn't flag the page. I've spent the last hour and a half trying to find it in all those cookbooks and I can't find it now. So I have ground chicken and it's got pork in it. I think it's got parsley in it. I don't know if they put salt in it or not. I really don't. But anyway, it's 3 pounds. So I am going to wing this. Now listen, if I mess it up, I mess it up, okay? I can't find my recipe. I remember I had bell peppers, onions. I said put Worcestershire sauce in it because they said chicken is sort of bland. I said, yeah, I remember that. What seasonings? I have no idea. I'm going to go into another cookbook that sits there and talks about seasoning specifically for chicken to see if I'm going to have to wing this. I don't know if this is going to come out. I might be throwing 3 pounds of ground, a whole meatloaf out, but it's 3 pounds of meat. So this is going to make a really large one. I'm taking the rice squares, breakfast rice squares. I've got 2 of them right now. I think I'm going to need 3 of them. I'm crumbling them up. I'm going to add some milk to them. I know I'm going to add some eggs to get this thing to stick together. I might add some wheat germ into it to make it more nutritious than what it is. It's a combination of chicken, pork. I think there's veal in it. Very, very bad. It's going to be a big meat. I mean, we could be eating this meatloaf or the dogs in the back. My girlfriend's dogs are going to be eating it. Excuse me, Kathy. Can't get here. I cannot, for the life of me, find that recipe. I know as soon as I make this, I'm going to find it. It was right under my nose. I've got like 9 recipes flagged so far. I shouldn't have to put wheat germ in this. We'll put some milk in here. I cannot remember. I'll show you. I really can't remember. Here it is. I can't remember. If you saw my cookbooks, you would be shocked. I've got about 200 of them, so I've been pretty busy for an hour and a half. I remember it was on the last page in a section. And it was flagged on the side that I had already said yes to this recipe because I knew it was good. And it said, I remember they said, before you start it, please remember that chicken is mild, so we have to flavor this up. And I'd say, okay, yeah. And I had made it before, and it was really good. My family enjoyed it. And now, years later, I find it again. Want to make it by the chicken, because I remember it had everything that I basically keep in the house. And then the next thing I know is I lost it. Well, let me get stuff together. But at least I've got 3 rolls. I can show you. I put 3 rolls in here. I'll put some milk in this. That should be enough for that. Moisten the breadcrumbs up. I'm definitely going to add a couple of eggs. I got parsley in here, so I don't have to add parsley. I don't think they have any garlic in there or Worcestershire sauce. We'll put some bell peppers in there. They might have put some cheese in it. It looks like they put some cheese in it. My recipe didn't call for cheese, so this must be an Italian ground meat that they did up. This is my fault. I have to take the blame for just not keeping track of everything. Put that over there. Let me get my eggs and stuff. Please remember, we're winging this. I have no idea because I can't find my recipe. We're going to put 2 eggs because this is a lot of meat. So put 2 eggs in. Maybe you shouldn't make this. Just watch me on this one. I'm not sure if this is going to come out. I hope they didn't add any salt or pepper because I am going to be adding salt and pepper. Don't ask me how much because I really just don't know at this point. I know soon as I make this, I'll find the recipe. I remember a few of the ingredients because I had read them. For the life of me, I cannot remember the seasonings. I remember reading down. But I got 200 cookbooks, or close to 200 cookbooks. So I remember them saying Worcestershire sauce. Doesn't say how much because I can't remember. So we got that. I remember them stating, oh, go ahead and throw the meat in too. It's all going in the same place. Put this on the stove. You're just going to see me chop stuff and throw it in there. I remember onion, bell pepper. That I do remember. I do remember them saying a shallot. I cannot remember if they said garlic or not. But he says he's got lamb and pork and chicken. So it's a whole combination of a lot of meats. So, what the heck? Something's got to go together. Alright, so we'll put a half of a bell pepper. I don't know if he's put it in. It doesn't look like he did. It looks like he put parsley in it. This is typical of me. So if you're gonna make a chicken meatloaf, remember her famous words. I remember that. You have to really season it up because it's bland. I should have flagged it. I really should have because I knew I was going to buy ground meat, chicken meat for this dish. They say a half. I figure put a little more in. That doesn't look like much. No, Mommy's winging it now. They did, I remember, state they wanted equal amounts of bell pepper to onion. I remember that. See, I remember some of the recipe, I really do. The other parts, I am lost. I cannot remember. That I can save. Take this extra skin off because it's changing. quiet, and you want to know why I'm thinking. Trying to recall that page. If I can't remember the book, at least let me try to recall the page. And that's what I'm working on, trying to remember the page and what I saw in it. This is a shallot. It has a garlic and onion flavor combined, which is very unique. Though it's not onion and garlic, it does have a very nice flavor that's unique. Sometimes I go to the store and I don't know what something is, and I will buy it just to try it because it's there to, you know, taste it and get an idea what I can do with it and what I can't do with it. I still have those black garlic. I got the jar and I put it in the pantry. Oh, I cannot wait to try those. They say they're best eaten just the way they are, so I might take one out and try it. I know people like to use shallots in omelets and stuff. I'll cut myself for that. I wouldn't even eat breakfast, to tell you the truth, till I figured this out. I just knew that I had the recipe. I wouldn't buy something unless I had something to go with it. And put some garlic in it. I don't think they put garlic in it because I can't smell it. Remember, this is 3 pounds I'm working with of meat. Next time I get some great ideas like this, I think I'll sit there and buy chicken breast or thighs or something with skin and grind it up myself. Then I can't remember. That way, if I can't find the recipe, I can sit there and make chicken sausage with apples, or I can sit there and make cutlets, or I can just leave it in the freezer till I find the recipe. Don't take it out. I bet you I'll find it when I'm done. So what have you guys been doing? Yeah, I have dishes in the sink and on the counter. So if he's got cheese in it, I don't have to worry about adding cheese. And I know he's got parsley because he's got parsley throughout the whole thing. I remember him saying veal with it and pork, you know, to give it the fat content so it doesn't dry out. Oh, Sandra, shoot yourself with a water gun. Guess what I just did? I threw all the garlic I just did. I just threw it, not in there, but in my compost. The yard is going to smell like garlic. Okay, let's do it again. Thank God I bought garlic. I bought a lot of garlic. Okay. Do not let me do it again if you have to yell at me. I'll accept the yelling. And then more garlic. We'll see how this comes out. If it comes out. I have to get a cookbook out that gives me the exact seasonings for chicken to make sure I don't mess this up. I don't want to do too much to it. Of course, I could be blowing it right now. Push you back. I don't want to use you. Put it in the right one now. Okay, I will be gone for a bit. I have to go see what seasonings I can use to get away with this, and I will be back. Okay, I've added everything to it. I am going to add tarragon. I like the smells of these three, so I'll throw this in this time. I told you, there's no recipe for this. Summer savory. Oh, I love this one. With veal, this is so good. Oh my God, does it really do the job. It's a mild one. Tarragon's a little stronger than it. And the strongest one is Majerle. My book is falling apart. I've had it many years, okay? But they say for poultry, use Cheville, sage, summer savory, tarragon, thyme, and sweet Majerle. I didn't want to use sage and thyme because it's more of a turkey and it makes me think of Thanksgiving. And I didn't want to put any Cheville in, so I used the summer and the Majerle, and the tarragon. So it'd be a different flavor. We're going to mix this up and see how it comes out. If my son handed it back to me, I'll know it was bad. Real bad. This is very, very moist, so I might be adding wheat germ to this, give more of a bind, because it's just going to fall apart. See how moist it is? I'll turn it up so you can see. It's very, very moist. There's not much. I put a lot of rolls in it too. It's just way too moist. That chicken smells really strong. I'm gonna add more seasoning. I don't mind it cooking, but I don't like the chicken smell so strong in it. So it kills the seasonings. You have to add more. All right, Tarragon, we're gonna have to buy more of you. I'm out. I almost thought I was going to have to buy sage leaves because I haven't been able to find them. It's just really difficult sometimes. And I am adding wheat germ to this because it's just too dry. I mean too moist. I have to dry it up some. Because it will not hold its shape, which is something you have to worry about. So let me get that. Oh, this isn't enough to whistle Dixie. See, if it's too moist, when you take it out, it won't bind together. See how it is? Not happy with it. I'd pour wine in it, but I can't. But it's tempting. I put a lot of rolls. I put a lot of wheat germ in that, and it's still very, very moist. I can't remember how much to put in. You're a flop, you're a flop. Let me get my pan and stuff out. Okay, the biggest loaf pan I have is a 6x9. And believe you me, this is not going to fit in it. So I have a 9, it's not a 9x13, it's a 6 by something, I don't know. Anyway. I am going to try, I'm thinking about putting it in this pan and just cooking it, you know? And just cutting slices of this meat. Because this is really a lot of meat. And I can show you, hold on, I've got a lot of meat on my hands. You see? Well, I'm going to do it one way, do it another. Turn your oven, well, I'm going to turn my oven on to 350. And we'll just see how it comes out. I'm not recommending you to try this. If it comes out, you'll hear me tell you it came out fairly well. I'm just going to cook this like this, and we can just cut slices from this thing because this is huge. It's got everything but the kitchen sink in it. And we'll see how it comes out. Well, I know they added cheese to it. And I know they added parsley to it. I don't know if they added anything else, but we'll see how this comes out. I have no idea. I keep telling you that because I really want you to know there is no way I've seen this together. And I don't know if we're going to be buying supper or not. But at least I can be honest about it. I won't have to lie about it because I don't know how this is going to come out. But I just packed it in because I don't have a pan big enough. It's not going to hold the loaf shape. So I'll just make a pan and we can just slice it and we'll try it and see how it comes out. If it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. So, y'all know, if you hear me say something about this, okay? I'll tell you in the next video after I try it, and you'll get a yay or a nay on it. Take care and enjoy your day.